This HAN Network video is brought to you by Walter Stewart's Market. On the campus of Greenwich High School, this is the HAN Network's 2017 Fall Sports Tour. I'm Frank Renito, sitting alongside the water polo captains for the Cardinals this fall. They are Mac Baxter and Brian O'Leary. Boys, thanks so much for taking time with us this afternoon. Mac, let me start with you. Being named a captain heading into your senior season, what did that mean to you?
It's a pretty big deal because our team, we've had a pretty good run in the past, and there's been a lot of good captains with a lot of talent, and it's just an honor.
And Brian, looking back on some of those past captains, what are some of the lessons you've learned in your early years of your career that you and Mac want to bring forward now here in 2017?
Definitely set an example. I'd say in my 4 years here, I've had a pretty good set of captains every single year, and I think they set a pretty good example every year that I could follow, and that's kind of our goal this year, especially because we have a pretty young team. So I want to set the tone and give them something to look up to.
And Mac also mentioned you guys have had some success in your careers. How do you build off that experience and use that as a positive now? Is that an extra motivating tool as you head into your final season at Greenwich?
Yeah, it's nice to have the experience of winning, and we try to pass that down to the younger kids on the team so they can keep the tradition going.
Brian, let's look back at the off-season for the Cardinals through the summer and now into preseason. What are the guys doing to make sure everyone's staying in shape and continuing their training when they're away from the program?
Well, a bunch of us in the off-season, we all play club, and so in the summer we all go out to California and play in a big tournament out there, which is a real good opportunity to play out some of the best teams in the nation. And so I think that's a good time to stay in shape, and now preseason's in, so putting in a lot of work to get ready for this upcoming year.
And getting to go out to California, playing a tournament against those top teams, what did you guys learn about yourselves out there, and what was that experience like?
It's a humbling experience for sure. It's coming from the East Coast, where water polo is not really the main attraction. You go out to the West Coast, water polo is their football out there. So they put on a show for us and make sure we know where we're from.
Well, I'm sure you guys held your own. Mac, let's talk about some of the emotions now. Practice just starting up. You're back in the pool alongside the whole team. What did it feel like being back for your senior year?
It's really exciting, especially seeing the new freshmen come in and seeing that new talent and just seeing what we could do for the year.
If you wanted to set goals for the season, Mac, what is this team hoping to accomplish together this year?
I'd say win the Beast of the East tournament in Pennsylvania and beat our rival Brunswick.
Always a great game when the Bruins and the Cardinals get together from crosstown. Brian, if you guys are going to be champions at Beast of the East, win a couple other tournaments, what do the Cardinals have to do in the pool this season?
We got to play older than we are. We got a bunch of young guys on the team who haven't really been in these tournaments and been in these big Brunswick games. I'd say most of our starters weren't in our key Brunswick games last year, where they were a good team. They got the best of us, so they need to step up, and we got to play our best because they're just as good as they were last year.
Well, boys, we want to thank you for taking time with us today. We want to wish you and the Cardinals best of luck all season long. We're looking forward to seeing you out there representing the FCIAC for the water polo sport.
Thank you.
Alongside the water polo captains at Greenwich High School, this is the HAN Network's 2017 Fall Sports Tour. Stay tuned as we roll on for the rest of the conference.